planting started yesterday, April 13th. It's the 14th today. Got the second planter up and running. Had some issues setting the other one up. Or not necessarily issues, but preferences on depth and all sorts of good things that we was a little worried about. It's honestly a hair on the dampish side, but we got a fairly dry week here ahead of us. Well, I guess it's halfway through the week already, but we can slam some crop in the ground hopefully, and hopefully it all comes up. But this here's planting a little better. It a little drier here. It rained a little shower south of here yesterday morning. That dampened things up enough that things wasn't wanting to close right, and anyhow we're at it, so we'll see how it works. We're just gonna try to get this 40 knocked out here in front of the farm, and then we're gonna jump across the road. We got 10 acres there and 20 acres there, and then we just got patches all the way back to the woods. I'm gonna try knocking them out. Michael's down the road a ways. He's knocking out 136 acres. He should get done here close to noon. He'll have to load up and then jump across the creek, and he's got 60 and I don't know what, a whole bunch fun patches to work over there. Other guys working a little ground today, so we're just taking it slow, getting started, working out the kinks. But so far so good. Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to the shop. We've planted for about a week and already tore stuff up, but anyhow, I didn't get any video of planting thus far because I've been jumping between setting Michael's planter up, going and spraying, and I've tried planting some, and basically we've got about 600 acres of corn in the ground as we set right now. It's rained, it's been cold, it's snowed, it's done pretty much all the possible seasonal weather changes you can imagine. The corn is sprouted, it should be fine. We had some frost 2 nights ago, I think, but it's Friday here and we're fixing what's broke. Michael had to work on his planter a little bit yesterday. He had a pin working its way out on the where it flexes, and we're rebuilding reels, beaters, whatever you want to call them, on the super till-all over here. It's not a normal till-all, but basically the beaters we have on it, we've ran them through some pretty rough ground. As you can see, they're bent up and stuff, but as they bend and break, we'll either replace blades. These bolts get loose. I've replaced a few of them. You can see they're shiny. Or these arms break off, which is what I was doing down here. Actually, there's another loose bolt right there. But these arms get cracks in them right here, and so I've reinforced them arms where they will no longer break out of the accelerator wear strips out of our 9870. Works pretty good. I'll show you this till-all. It's something that we've thrown together. We had bad luck. We don't run a till-all much, but we work ends and gullies and all that stuff with them. But this is not a normal till-all reel. It's actually off a Forest City do-all. We made all this, bolted it on the frame, did away with the reel that mounts here. That's got a C shank or C spring type suspension on it, and it's kind of junk. This ain't much better, but it is easier to fix. At least you don't have the C springs that can break. You just gotta knock these 4 bolts off there and there, and you can pull the reel off and change bearings. But we kind of made this into our own implement, I guess you could say. It's pretty beat up, but we beat it up to. So anyhow, we're gonna do that, and then I've got a tractor out front. I'm gonna hook up to a planter sometime this morning. I just got the Green Star system set up in it. It's a 20 series tractor, so I had to get an adapter harness. And then we have this box of toys. It's a push-pull aluminum gun. I'm gonna hook it on the welder. I have a aluminum truck bed that is busted up on one side, and I'm gonna try learning how to weld aluminum. But anyhow, that's what's going on here today. We'll get back to it, get this reel through underneath there, and see how that goes. Had to run to town. I got a little tied up. I got back and went ahead and threw this beater in there. It's good to go out the door now, for now, anyhow. Went over here to hook up the planter, and you'll see when we get over there, it was blocked up and it fell off the blocks. So now I've got to get some jacks and go try to jack it up off the ground, hopefully, and get it back on the quick hitch. Also got the wire welder hooked up, weld aluminum. Not too shabby. First time. This is these welds here are with 75% argon, but this is 100% argon. That's what the difference is. It's amazing how much 25% of gas being different will change your welds. But we'll play with that another day. Got bigger problems. Oh, and we had our semi lay down. I don't know if that's been in a video yet, but both red ones are now non-drivable. Well, that one you can drive, but the clutch pedal is just flopping around on the floor. This one, I think I told you, transmission pooped out on it. So anyhow, more fun to be had. We're trying to hook up this stack fold planter, and when we unhook it, it don't have actual stands on it. So what we do is put these big blocks under the toolbar. Well, whenever I just tapped it with the tractor, it went sliding backwards, and I haven't even actually looked. I don't think it got into anything, but there really ain't much for it to get into other than a little 8-reel back there. But essentially the hitch is all the way down at the moment, and it won't go underneath that pin now because it's too low to the ground. So I'm going to try jacking up underneath this bar and getting it high enough I can catch it with the quick hitch and hopefully get it drug out of here. Hopefully. On both sides. It can't go nowhere now, so we've got her licked. I just gotta hook some hoses up here, whichever ones go to the lift cylinders in the back, which I think it's these big ones. But we get them hooked up, we can get this rig out of here. Anyhow, what we're doing with this planter, usually this is the planter and tractor we use to plant our ridges with, but since we're going to no-till, these planter units and this bar ain't heavy enough to make everything go in the ground when we're no-tilling. I mean, we can add springs to the parallel arms, but if we add springs, then it just lifts the bar up and ain't got enough weight. Whereas this planter already has down pressure springs on it, and when you pick when you put this planter in the ground, the bar is heavy, and you can pick these lift assist wheels up off the ground to add more down pressure to make it go in the ground. So that's why we're opting to plant with this one. And I had to figure out how to get Green Star set up on this one, because it's a 20 series. It's Green Star ready, but it's not as handy as plugging into the corner post like on a 30 series. But anyhow, we'll see if we can drag this thing out of here without hitting anything. For a hot minute there, I thought we was in trouble. This popped out, which we still might be. Looks like there's a nice pulled thread inside there. It must have been almost threaded all the way out, which we do thread these out to set them on these stop nuts in the winter time. But I'm gonna say that that's goofed up. We might have to change that arm, but I had the outlets hooked up backwards and it was trying to pick the wheel off the ground instead of picking the planter off the ground. We'll see if this will go back together here. Hopefully. It's gonna be a negative. Fix that in the shop. We're gonna put the planter in here, and we gotta move the till all out of here so we can unfold the planter. That planter went across, I think, last year, the year before, and it's only planted about 60 acres, so there ain't much to do. But since it just fell on the ground and slid backwards, I need to check all the seed tubes and make sure that nothing got shoved up in there, and I guess fix that arm that just pulled the threads out of it. So we'll do that under roof in case it's raining or whatnot. I don't know, it's supposed to rain this evening, and middle of next week's calling for thunder showers, so I don't know if we'll get anything planted next week or not, but it's going to be 80 and at least in the 70s next week, so that's a bonus. That was. Ran over something. Now we gotta squeeze that thing in the shop sideways. tractor shuffle. Put the planter in. We've got planters in for the weekend. Unless it don't rain tonight, we're gonna not work over the weekend. It's supposed to rain like, I don't know, an inch or so. It's still cool. It ain't supposed to warm up till Sunday, so we'll see what it does. Weather permitting, we'll be planting next week. Maybe I'll get a little footage of that. This video here, I'm just trying to catch things up on what's going on. We've been running both these planters, like I said. Got 600 acres of corn no-tilled. It's all sprayed, ditched. Should be good to go, unless something stupid happens, but we're well on our way to getting the corn planted at least. Oh, I guess I need to get my truck. I want to go over here to the shop and tidy a few tools up and head home. Get a little family time in. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of watchers still watching videos, but no subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. Anyhow, see you next time. Thanks for watching.